The Chicago Bears have made a couple of signings, and we got to talk about a Kyle Monangai update that, sweet Jesus, is kind of needed. All that and more in today's episode of the Windy City Breeze Sports Talk Daily. Let's go. Now, if you are new to the channel, please hit that like button. Please subscribe to the page. Do talk Chicago sports daily on this channel. Only channel talking Chicago sports, how Chicago talk. So make sure that you stay in tune with us, man. Mr. Media himself, Jordan JC,
Hello.
in the building as well. How you feeling, bro?
I'm doing good, I got here a little too early, I guess, because you put me on blast on the other podcast.
Oh, yeah. If you want to tap in and see something hilarious,
like
go watch today's episode of Locked On Bulls. Oh, were you not a fan?
No.
Well, stop it.
Eating my dang on Doritos Locos in peace.
Is that a third Gordita?
Bro, hey.
That was so funny, bro.
That cracked me up. I'm not going to lie. Hayes with
Was
the jokes
that
is top
a
tier.
third Gordita?
Hayes' jokes is top tier.
Oh, that was really funny, bro. That was actually hilarious. All right, let's start it off. You know what? I'm gonna start off with the positive because I got a lot of negative.
Really?
on the last two signings. I'm gonna start off with the positive here.
Right,
Kyle Monangai injury update.
Oh, yeah.
We heard from Adam Schefter yesterday. I know how everybody feels about a Schefter update, but I still think that Adam Schefter is the very credible
One
source.
of the most, yeah.
You know what I mean? We're not gonna smirch Adam Schefter's name, or besmirch away in the comments. As long as you leave a comment, hit that like button, drop a bird down. Kyle Monangai injury not as serious as expected per Adam Schefter. The expectation is that he is going to be fine, and it is something that he is going to be back from fairly soon. JC, I clutched my pearls the other day when I saw Grady Jarrett running into Kyle Monangai. No pads, no
Grady?
shells. You know what? And I get it from this sense. And I'll ask you this. It's good to hear that Kyle is fine. But is there a point where, and we all trust Ben, but where Ben needs to step in and be like, hey guys, contact's okay, but why the heck are you hitting people on no padded, no shell days? And legitimately, when I tell you, it was like, have you ever run into like your brother or something? Like you just accidentally like run into him. It was like, Grady went over there. He did kind of the wrap up just like they always do. Yeah. And Kyle got tripped up and he went down because of that. It wasn't Grady falling on him. It wasn't a full on tackle like it was described as. It literally was Grady ended up knocking over Kyle as he was trying to wrap him up. But even then, right, you get to a point in a play, especially with the injuries the Bears had, where you go, that can't happen. And I get Grady's a veteran. He knows it. Grady almost knew it immediately that something was wrong, and he was trying to help Kyle up. But do you feel like it's kind of a time for Ben to be like, guys, like, look, we're dealing with enough injuries. If something like that happens, somebody's going to be sitting out the next practice.
I'll be honest with you. Do I see Ben Johnson saying that? Absolutely not.
No, I don't either.
I don't see him saying that at all. I mean, you got all these one-on-one injuries in camp. So, no, I don't think that that's going to happen. But do I want it to happen? Absolutely. I think that Ben Johnson should kind of put a pin in the physicality of all these practices because it's affecting your team. You're getting a lot of people hurt and injured in all these soft tissue injuries. It's going to happen more and more if you don't kind of slow it down. I do agree that they do kind of need to back off from that, especially when you're not padded and you don't have all your stuff on. So I agree with that. However, I am glad of the news that Kyle Monangai, technically, I believe his knee is structurally sound, is in tact.
Well, that was the concern too. When he was walking off, I mean, it was a solid 5 minutes. He probably had to go 40 yards. And he just kept stopping to like put you ever hyperextend your knee and you push the sides to be like, is my ACL still in there?
Let me see. Do a little like half step run to make sure.
He couldn't even do that. He couldn't. He literally was just pushing the side. So it is good to hear that he's okay.
And maybe he got some of that Ozzy serum that he took because
hey,
that guy is on
pause.
I said Ozzy serum, not Ozzy.
I'm concerned.
It was close, but come on, give me that serum, the soldier serum. Boost his adrenaline back up. But no, I think Kyle's going to be fine. I wasn't at all worried because you look at the running back room. You got a lot of good guys in there in that depth chart. Savon Ahmed?
Savon Ahmed.
Is that how you say it? Savon? I know you were talking about it on the drive home from practice.
I don't think you got to have you don't got to go. You know what I mean? You don't got to go full on.
It's Savon Ahmed.
It is Ahmed.
Oh, it's Ahmed. Okay.
But right. I go with the what would that be? Was that Yiddish? Would that be maybe a little Yiddish?
Oh yeah.
Ahmed on there. Yeah, I mean, I throw a little extra je ne sais quoi on there.
A little sprinkle of something. But I like that even if he were to go down for a certain amount of time, you feel good about, first of all, he's not your number one. I know he was going to be vying for more playing time and probably splitting carries with DeAndre Swift, but DeAndre's still there. And then, like you said, you got, your Ahmed. You also have
Britton Brown is a part of that equation as well.
Roshan is still there, looking decent enough. So there are some players that will fill in nicely for him if he went down. But I am glad that he's okay.
Yeah,
or he's fine.
Very, very good update to hear on Kyle Monangai. The hope is that he's going to continue to be fine as he moves through this process, and hopefully we see him back on the field as soon as this joint practice. Now we got to get to this part because this part.
Why did you start with the positive first? Because bad news,
because I want to. I didn't have the bandwidth, but it's news, so we got to talk about it. Okay. Chicago Bears go out and they sign Marcus Davenport.
Okay.
And look, Marcus Davenport, when he was with Dennis Allen in New Orleans, was 20.5 sacks.
Mm-hmm.
He's only had 4.5 sacks over his last 4 seasons. Here's my problem with going out and adding Marcus Davenport. Now, again, it's a, if he's healthy kind of signing. But there is literally no evidence at any point in his NFL career to say if he's healthy is going to happen. And to me personally, I find it counterintuitive to sign guys who are going to get hurt. The Lonzo Ball situation that the Bulls went through taught me a lot about how I feel about taking chances on guys whose entire career has been injury prone. It's almost cocky to think you're the one that they're finally going to be like, oh yeah, I'm as healthy as I can be. I've never been healthier. With this signing, again, money is probably not even a conversation in this. I would assume he's not making any crazy money, but this doesn't feel like it solves your issue off of the edge with the 4.5 sacks that he's had over the last 4 seasons. And it doesn't feel like it solves your issue as far as health goes, even just having a body out there to be an edge for you. I would have been better not talking about this at all and just being like, Austin Booker's your best option.
The one thing I would criticize about Ryan Poles, and I've been a fan of his, especially lately with a lot of the things that he's done, but I mean, it seems as if he's trying to wow us with these guys who have the potential to be good, but have never, ever really met the expectation and have been in the league for years now. Like Davenport, I do like the name. I understand why he was brought in and why essentially we signed him.
9 sacks with DA that final year with him. Go. Only in 11 games, but he only played 11 games because he was dead.
He was after that, it was done. Yeah. So, and ever since there's nothing been close to that. And so I like the potential. Those are one of those players where you say, oh, okay, if he's on the field, then okay, yeah, sure, he has the potential to be effective and be a game, maybe wrecker at times. But the issue is him being available. And so we're taking chances on pieces that maybe we don't need, which is why I was saying, hey, if you're going to do that, go get Vita Vea.
Yeah.
Like, I'm cool with that. You went out and got to
make money work with Vita Vea, though.
But see, that's my thing. If you're going to take chances, you might as well take chances on an older vet that has been good and
is still good,
yeah. And still is durable. And so that's my only gripe with him is, you brought in a safety in Kobe Bryant. We were excited about that. He goes down. You replace him immediately with Xavier Woods, and he goes down. It's like we have this
has a 3-game suspension coming.
Yeah. So I don't know. I will hold off on huge judgment on this and see if Marcus Davenport can stay healthy, because yes, if he is on the field, he probably is one of our better edge rushers.
Listen, the talent upside, I think you've seen it. The last 4 years have been rough, but he's coming back to a system where he was comfortable in it. So I think that will make a difference for his game. It's just a matter of how many games are we waiting or wasting here that he's not going to be available to you by the end. And maybe this is more of a conversation on now, a timeline for Shamar Turner. Now, and I'm not saying that we know, but maybe they know inside of the building, when there's an expectation for those guys to be back, and they're looking at it and they're going, we just need a half a season out of Davenport. After that, he is what he is, because we're going to get Shamar back, and that's what we're going to rely on, or we're going to have Austin Booker out there, and we feel good about that. So maybe there's a conversation for it on that, but it feels like I'm doing undrafted free agent signings, but this is kind of a big name as far as players that you're going to be able to sign.
Let me ask you a question, and it just kind of came to mind. We saw the success of when we got, the likes of CJ GJ, and then he came in, he had a very good season, and one that really wanted me to keep him afterwards. We didn't, but, he did what he needed to do.
Blew his knee out too, non-contact.
Huh?
He blew his knee out too.
Recently?
Yeah, non-contact. He's done for the year.
All right. Yeah, that's unfortunate.
That sucked.
My thing is, if you have that trajectory with Marcus Davenport being 29 years old, are you saying, do you feel like you're like, okay, he did what he needed to do, now we move forward? Or would you actually maybe sign a 1 or 2 year contract because he's proven that he can stay on the field?
No, I wouldn't extend him at all. You
still don't know. Don't trust it.
I mean, I'm just looking at the history. I mean, you look at his career. This is not, the last few years he's been banged up. Season 1, 13 games. Season 2, 13 games. Season 3, 11. Season 4, 11. Season 5, played in 15 games. That was his down year, where after Dennis Allen left, right? Season, what was that, 6 or 7? I don't even know where I'm at anymore. He played in 4 games. Then 2 years in Detroit, he played in 2 seasons. He played a total of 10 games. Started 8. You know what I mean? So down. It's like, and then I think the part that just looking at the numbers doesn't tell you, how many of these games isn't he finishing because he's getting banged up? How many of these games isn't he consistent? It kind of becomes that Kyler Gordon question. And I think we got that on this defense already. I've got guys that I got to worry about whether they're going to be on the field. Dangbo has new ligaments in his knee because of him not being on the field because of injury. So it's just, I wouldn't attach myself to Marcus Davenport longer than I have to be. The one thing that does give me confidence, it does give me faith that, they know what they're doing in the building, is what we saw last season. Also, I think that Davenport could be a player that can make an impact. But are you making an impact for 8 or are you making an impact for 17?
I can see
and
that.
Especially if you become somebody who's really, truly needed for this defense moving forward. If it turns into, he's out there 15 games, but then he blows his knee out before the playoffs, well, that sucks. Yeah, and I went through his injury history, bro. I mean, one offseason, he had 3 surgeries on his shoulder, 2 on his hand.
Jesus.
Same offseason. Like, he is somebody who has proven
Mr. Glass.
He is going to be banged up. And so that's the only concern that I have with him. I didn't even make a graphic, but it's the next guy because you brought him up right before we even started this video
right here. This is the guy.
Here's what's kind of funny about this, and I'll ask you this because you are the see the best in everybody guy.
That's right. The rose-colored glass.
The Chicago Bears have signed DeAndre Prince.
Woo!
I'm not saying his full name.
Come on, say it.
If you want,
you better say it.
DeAndre Dingle Prince.
There you go. There you go. DDP, baby. DDP.
There's no way this is his real name. I wonder if somebody did. I wonder if somebody changed this on Google.
That ain't on Wikipedia. That's on Google.
It is on Google. I wonder if somebody changed this on Google. It's no way his real name is Dingle Prince.
We've seen we've seen JaQuincy. We've seen Kool-Aid.
Dingle Prince, though, bro.
These.
I think somebody changed it, bro. Hold on, no, because I'm looking on. Are you
serious?
Pro Football Reference. Somebody changed it.
On Google, they changed it?
Yes.
They can do that?
I don't know how.
I didn't know we updated the Google edits.
I'm looking on, I swear for you, I'm going to screenshot it just so Muzz don't think that I'm
not
tripping.
Joking.
I'm not joking.
That is what we saw.
I am going to screenshot this. DeAndre Dingle Prince is legitimately what they have on there. But now I'm looking on his Pro Football Reference, and it says DeAndre Antoine Prince. So I'm wondering if somebody went in there and messed around. But I don't know how that ended up happening.
All right. Well.
But I'm going to try. That's really funny.
It's still funny to me. All right.
I say all that to say.
Yeah.
Looking at a picture of him, looks a lot like Al Harris. Looks like an Al Harris kind of guy. Actually looks like Al Harris in the face. Looks like an Al Harris kind of guy. And I trust Al Harris implicitly. Do I think that he's going to be elite? Probably not. But do I think that Al Harris is bringing in guys that he thinks that he can get the best of? Yeah. And if he wants to look in a mirror while he does it, shout out to him. Because I think that, we had to bring up the signing, but I really brought it up just to say Dingle Prince. And now that may not even be true.
No, I mean, you got a body in here. Like you said, if Al Harris sees something in him, then fine. Yeah, we need some more depth as people are going down and trying to recover from injury and come back. Then yeah, you take some players. I also, what was the guy that had the 2 interceptions in the game that we had just got? Beanie.
Oh,
Beanie Jr.
Beanie Bishop Jr.
Beanie Bishop Jr.
Yeah.
And so that's
those were a couple of bacon, egg, and cheeses that got thrown up his way.
It was easy, but he caught it.
He did catch it. You got to
fumbled it. You got to catch it.
You got to catch it.
Because I heard that wide receivers turn into quarterbacks when they don't know how to catch.
Yeah, legit.
So my thing is, like, you bring names in the building like that. Maybe they shine. They show something where you put them on the depth chart or you put them on the practice squad, and they flash. So yeah, if DeAndre, I'm gonna call him Dingle Prince or Price or whatever his last name, Prince.
DeAndre Prince.
Then DDP can find a place on this roster.
Apparently. Played with Jacksonville, played 10 games for the Jacksonville Jaguars, had 1 pass defended, had 8 combined tackles, 6 solo tackles, 2 assisted, and that's about it. So we'll see what ends up happening. That's his whole career. We'll see what ends up happening if he's utilized that all. Appreciate y'all for tuning in and showing love. As always, tap in tonight on the Windy City Breeze because beef is alive and well, man.
Yeah, that's right.
Beef is alive and well. We going Sox versus Cubs in this mug, man.
That's right.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. L's will be taken.
Yeah, I heard you all on the locked on. Sox hat is universal and legendary, and everybody wears a Sox hat. They
do.
I know that.
Nobody's wearing Cubs hats in hip hop.
Slow your roll.
Who's wearing a Cubs hat in hip hop?
Okay, there's a lot of people in Japan that love the Cubs.
Name me the artist that is wearing a Cubs hat in hip hop.
I'll get back to you. Yes, the Sox hat is
yeah. You know what it is.
Team. That's all I want.
You know what it is. Hey, we're gonna find out tonight. Who won the last series?
Don't mean nothing. That don't mean nothing.
Who won the last series?
I don't know, and I don't care.
Oh, you don't know? You don't know?
Oh, you didn't know?
You don't know?
Well, you better tell somebody. Whatever,
if you don't know, you better ask somebody.
I know the Sox did. Whatever.
You goddamn right they
start
did.
Today.
Hey, pull up tonight, man. We're going to have a lot of fun. There's going to be a lot of beef. Somebody might get called a hoe. Y'all stay safe out there, Chicago. For Mr. Media Yourself, Jordan JC. It is your boy, Pat the Designer. Back at it again. C-Red. Stop on C-Red. Bet on one love. Peace. Why not go C-Red?